when. The future's always asking when. Good days start here, wired at the speed of light. The minutes pass without a fight. Say hello or say goodbye. Good days start here, like a glimpse from waking eyes. Catch the morning sky, realize the good days start here right now, where the winds are changing, the wheels are turning. The good days start here right now, where the tides are shifting, the waves are moving. The good days start here.
I've got this one. So, how was that? Wonderful. Now let's do it again.
BDO Assurance, a commitment to quality.
Locked in a stalemate with men. Makes you wanna go. Makes you wanna go. Na 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 na.
Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheet Stew here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stewcurls.com, see all my events, see the Stew Sell series. But you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stew.
This old Toronto home was built in 1910, and just as soon as you walk in, it shows you the sophistication, the grandeur of the home. So much so that it was in multiple movies of its character, and we have 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. Welcome to 60 Indian Grove, and I put on my smoking coat because it fits with the character of this home. This is a Georgian home built in the turn of the century with this center staircase. It actually had the stained glass window built for the home in 1911 called Sunset over High Park. And as soon as you walk in, you just feel the old charm of the wood, the hardwood floors, the detail, the elegance, the sophistication, the character of this home. It just exudes character, and it just brings you in with the warmth. Living room by this beautiful fireplace. You can just imagine the Great Gatsby and the fun parties and memories they had in this room, and this room has hosted quite a few parties.
what's around the bend. Upon the road that has no end, the future's always asking when. Good days start here, wired at the speed of light. The minutes pass without a fight. Say hello or say goodbye. Good days start here, like the glimpse from waking eyes. Catch the morning sky, realize the good days start here right now. Where the winds are changing, the wheels are turning. The good days start here right now. Where the tides are shifting, the waves are moving. The good days start here.
I've got this one. So, how was that? Wonderful. Now let's do it again.
BDO Assurance, a commitment to quality.
Locked in a stalemate with men. Makes you wanna go. Makes you wanna go. Na 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 na.
Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheet Stew here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stewcurls.com, see all my events, see the Stew Sell series. But you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stew.
This old Toronto home was built in 1910, and just as soon as you walk in, it shows you the sophistication, the grandeur of the home. So much so that it was in multiple movies and TV commercials because of its character, and we have 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. Welcome to 60 Indian Grove, and I put on my smoking coat because it fits with the character of this home. This is a Georgian home built in the turn of the century with this center staircase. It actually had the stained glass window built for the home in 1911 called Sunset over High Park. And as soon as you walk in, you just feel the old charm of the wood, the hardwood floors, the detail, the elegance, the sophistication, the character of this home. It just exudes character, and it just brings you in with the warmth. Here we are in this grand living room by this beautiful
Bienvenue and welcome to Beaumont, Alberta. Located just minutes southeast. Bienvenue and welcome to Beaumont, Alberta. Located just minutes southeast of Edmonton, Beaumont's a charming community with big city conveniences. It's where life feels just right, with safe neighborhoods, historic French-Canadian heritage, a strong economy, and a youthful energy that shines through everything we do. Here, every season brings us together, and it's easy to feel welcome, connected, and part of something bigger.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from YNCU this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsocktickets.com. Let's rock!
The rock faces around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Pullman, Mowat, Gushu, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam of Curling's first ever event in the U.S. is coming to Lake Tahoe, where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and après curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at theGrandSlamOfCurling.com. Let's rock!
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Welcome to therockshop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of Curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, The Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of Curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $50,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Bienvenue and welcome to Beaumont, Alberta. Located just minutes southeast of Edmonton, Beaumont's a charming community with big city conveniences. It's where life feels just right, with safe neighborhoods, historic French-Canadian heritage, a strong economy, and a youthful energy that shines through everything we do. Here, every season brings us together, and it's easy to feel welcome, connected, and part of something bigger.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from YNCU this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbach coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
The rock faces around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Pullman, Moe, Gushu, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam of Curling's first ever event in the U.S. is coming to Lake Tahoe, where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and après curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at thegrandslamofcurling.com. Let's rock!
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Welcome to therockshop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of Curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, The Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of Curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $50,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Bienvenue and welcome to Beaumont, Alberta. Located just minutes southeast of Edmonton, Beaumont's a charming community with big city conveniences. It's where life feels just right, with safe neighborhoods, historic French-Canadian heritage, a strong economy, and a youthful energy that shines through everything we do. Here, every season brings us together, and it's easy to feel welcome, connected, and part of something bigger.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from YNCU this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
The rock faces around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Pullman, Moe, Gushu, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam of Curling's first ever event in the U.S. is coming to Lake Tahoe, where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and après curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at thegrandslamofcurling.com. Let's rock!
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming.
If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder, or a farmer, or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of Curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of Curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. TheRockShop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors,
Ste.Marie Airport Development Corporation, owner and operator of the Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada Airport, is proud to support the Sault Curlers Fall Classic and welcome all to beautiful Sault Ste. Marie. The Sault Ste. Marie Airport. Go there to get anywhere.
Aren't you somewhere in an island?
Yeah, we leave Sunday morning really early
to
Curacao for.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought you left today.
No. Are we on?
You guys are live. Here we go.
Okay. Good afternoon and welcome to the Henderson Metal Fall Classic presented by Kioti Tractor Dealers of Ontario. Here in Sault Ste. Marie at the YNCU, which is your neighborhood credit union curling center in Sault Ste. Marie. Jim Nix with Terry Corbin, Kaylee on production today. Terry, how you doing?
Doing great, doing great. Looking forward to this matchup today. We've had some good ice conditions from what I can see, so this should be a pretty entertaining game.
Hmm. I actually had did a game yesterday, and I had never really seen Jonathan Beuk play very much, if at all. And yeah, they got down early to Carruthers and made it again.
Yeah.
They're down 4-0, made a pretty good game out of it, and he impressed me. I thought he played really well, and it wasn't the greatest curling game teams wise, but it was some nice shots. So yeah, I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to it. Right from my old stomping ground down there in Kingston.
Yeah,
So,
well,
yeah.
I lost an Ontario final to Dave Staples,
Did you
so I know
really?
know him well. And Jonathan played with me for a year when we were kind of touring around. So
Wow.
and Patrick, I've played with Patrick, so I know this team.
It's almost family.
Well, they may not think so, but
Now
yeah.
you do know that in this position you have to be a neutral, unbiased commentator, right? Not
Very,
rooting for the
very.
family here. Yeah.
Yeah, very.
But anyway, so our game today, as we mentioned, we got Jonathan Beuk out of Kingston, Ontario, versus Abe, which is Shinya Abe out of Korea, I think. I didn't even look that up, to be totally truth. But I've done a few Abe games this year. They're a solid team, real solid team. So I think it's going to be a good one.
Yes, for sure. I think when you look at these teams from over in Asia, like they have all gotten better, over the course of time here.
Yeah, it's truly amazing. We've talked about that so often, but but you're right. It's really incredible. I mean, from not that many years ago, and they would come over and they could be technically halfway sound or pretty sound even, but just didn't really know the game, and none of that anymore.
That's
And they all
right.
have nerves of steel. I don't think never see anybody look rattled or upset or anything. So coming for the Buke team. Sorry, Terry.
Yeah, no, I just for sure. I mean, and if you look at the Dubuque team, I mean, John's won a did he win the? Yeah, so he won a Canadian University Championship.
Oh, okay.
I know that.
Yeah.
And he was with Greg Balston, and I believe I'm just trying to think when they won the Brier or when they won the provincial to go to the Brier. I'm gonna say that was in and around 215.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean he's no stranger to the competitive circuit here, and certainly, like I say, they've just kind of put this team together this year. I think he played with Patrick Jansen last year,
Okay.
but I believe Dave is new to the rink.
I got the fourth player down as being Scott Chadwick, and
No.
is it Sean Harrison maybe?
Yes, it's
Okay.
that's Sean. I can tell just by looking at him.
Okay, I called him by the wrong name the whole game the last time then, because I saw those two names in two different spots on our site and somewhere else, and it was yeah, I wasn't sure who it was. I should have read the name probably. That would have been a good idea. I don't know if I ever saw it, to be honest, but anyway.
Yep.
So both teams sitting at 1-1. Both teams lost their first one and came back and won their second one, which was a really, really big game. It's always a big game, triple knockouts, not to end up in C, but if you lose those first two, sometimes it's really agonizing to try to figure out how to get through the rest of the bonspiel. But at least by winning the second game, they are in a better bracket as far as drops go. So
Yeah, exactly.
So it looks like Buke's has hammer here in the first. Yato Sato playing second stone for Abe. You will notice too, when we get there, that Abe is the skip but throws the third stone. So Tetsuro Shimizu actually throws the skips rocks on this team. So yeah, you're right, Terry. I've only seen them one game, but I was in this club last year in April, and very good ice conditions, no question about it. It's a nice facility, and seems like everywhere we go now, it's good conditions as far as the actual ice goes. That's for sure. So that's nice.
Yes. I mean, I had the opportunity to play in our qualifier club championship qualifier, and we went down to Highland Curling Club, Golf and Country Club in London, and I was just amazed at how good the ice conditions were. Now that's Sinclair's doing the ice there, and he's done the ice for our provincials and stuff like that. So I mean, that part that isn't a surprise, but what was a surprise is how good it was that early in the year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting a lot closer to back when they keep talking about, well, curling club ice and not arena ice. And no, it's not, but it's a whole lot closer than it used to be. And
oh yeah,
yeah,
hmm
even in curling clubs, not in arenas. So
Yep.
nice little come around here for Team Abe. Didn't quite bury, but they couldn't go much further because it was going to get behind the tee line a little too far. It was a great double there by the Beuk team just a shot before when we were chatting there, and it just kind of opened everything right up.
Yes.
You don't get penalized here if you blank ends, so these guys would be quite happy to
yeah.
make it in. Second stone, David Staples. Throwing just a soft weight hit. Trying to roll under or out? Oh, Terry, did you catch?
I think they're trying to roll right to the or no roll or whatever I was going to try and say. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, you said that Abe doesn't throw last stone here?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
I think that he throws the third stones.
Okay.
Yeah, he's throwing now. So.
All right.
Yeah. I think at one time they did do it straight up, but it changed somewhere over the last period of time. But not this year. It's always been the same because like I say, I think I've done this is probably the third game I've done of theirs, and it's been this way since I started anyway. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Spend a lot of time over here, like most of these teams now. They spend weeks and weeks over here. This one's got a curl. Gonna have to really go hard to get to it.
Got enough of it.
You sure did, yeah. And you couldn't quite get it out of that. That doesn't look like you quite got it out. So that leaves him with a little bit of pondering to do, I guess, with Hammer.
Yeah, I was going to say I'd be surprised if he didn't come around, but depends how you want to play, how open you want to play this. I think by playing this shot, the concern is if you roll out, then they get to come around their own rock. So I mean, at this stage at Ice Rocks, I probably am coming around.
Yeah, I thought he might come around too. It's with full practice, you're pretty good on weight control and everything, and you haven't got a lot of room to roll here without rolling out. So
yeah,
the other option, I guess, would have been to just draw down in front of that rock. That would have been the third option of the three, I guess.
Yep, for sure.
It's going to work out okay though.
Yep.
And so Abe without Hammer won't be that aggressive. He won't just ignore that and come around. This is a great event, Terry. It's like, probably got to be maybe the biggest money spiel on the circuit outside of slams and things like that. It's certainly, they do put a lot of money into it. It's got great sponsors, obviously, so good for them. Not probably as many teams as, I think I counted 19 teams, but I'm guessing the pre-trials probably took a number of teams out of some of these events. There's a lot of teams at the pre-trials you would expect to see here if they weren't there, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Working hard on this. They want to stay on this. They don't want to give him just a free draw around that guard.
Yeah.
And they will.
Yeah. Speaking of the pre-trials there, and then we mentioned Chadwick. I know he's playing with one of the teams out there.
Okay.
I should know who, but.
Yeah, they've got. I looked at that this morning. We'll look at this shot first, and then we'll come back to that. Just have a little chat on that for a second. But this is Patrick Jansen, his final rock here in the first N. Just nice soft weight. Want to make sure they got the right curl, and more importantly, want to make sure he stays around.
Yeah.
Looking more and more like a blank. Yeah, I looked at that and I saw where, I guess I shouldn't say it was a surprise. I don't, because when I look at the list of teams, they're pretty even teams. Like, could have been anybody, but I think Braden Calvert is the first guy to kind of lock up a playoff spot there. And I couldn't quite tell from the sheet. It's a best of 3 final, and I don't know for sure if Jordan McDonald played Scott Howard, and I believe McDonald
Yes.
won. That probably put him in the number 2 spot, I'm thinking. Maybe.
Oh, did they play that this morning?
I think that's already been played. Yeah, I'd
Gotcha.
have to go back, and I think it was 5-4. I wasn't really looking because I wasn't planning on doing anything when I got the kind of call to fill in for our colleague here, Dave.
Right, right.
I just didn't get enough time to kind of look everything up. But regardless, I'm pretty sure that's the way it went. We can confirm that later.
You are correct. McDonald did beat Howard 5-4.
So I think that should leave Howard and Calvert. I think
that's
not Howard.
McDonald and Calvert.
Okay, and Calvert has to be beaten twice, I guess. Okay. Anyway, that's also on this weekend. If anybody's so inclined, they want to check that out at some point in between our games, of course. So pretty basic first end here. Nobody's been able to. That rock's been far enough back that nobody's really been able to get a nice roll or something behind a guard that would affect anything. So Jonathan Beuk now is looking at hitting and staying. It's a big shot to stay on, even early in the game like this. You don't really want to get forced here if you don't have to. And if he can make this, he'll be in a good shape to blank the first end and start over in the second end. Sporting the Blue Jays hat.
Just quickly going back to the pre-trials, like I'm surprised they don't take the top 4 teams and then play that page system. Not very often do you see a situation where you have to beat the first place team twice type of deal.
Not anymore. No, good shot there by Jonathan Beuk. But because mostly, that sort of thing kind of went away partly because of TV. I think like when it's hard to get sponsors and to broadcast events when you don't know that that's going to be the final game. You know what I mean? Like you play a game and it's like, well, if they win, they'll play again. A little different for best of 7s and all that kind of stuff. But it's you gotta keep a block of time as a sponsor if you're going to broadcast that stuff that now you got to fill if you don't have that game. So I'm just a bit surprised too. I don't know what was wrong. Sometimes I don't understand what's wrong with the system that they decide they have to change. But anyway,
evolution, buddy, evolution.
I guess so. Yeah. So Tetsuro Shimizu is going to make the hit and make a bit of a roll. One thing it does do, probably makes Beuk, if he's going to try to blank, maybe go the other way. It's going to be tough to blank this, I think, Terry.
It really is going to be tough to blank this. Well, I suppose you could run the double, but I don't think you ever do that.
No.
And I'm going to just go with kind of you. Like it looks more natural if you played kind of a soft shot with the out turn, but this does curl pretty good, and it is well back of the tee line. So you're only looking at rolling 3 feet.
Yeah. One thing you have to do is your guy in the house, and I was talking about this yesterday. It's like that third position is so tough. You're going to now have to call a shot like this that you haven't been in the house watching for a whole end, and you're going to have some nerves on this because you're probably going to have to sweep this earlier than you really want to sweep it if you're planning on rolling out.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely correct.
Jonathan Beuk with final stone here in the first end.
It'll go. And there it goes. It's starting really to go good now.
Make contact, I think. So that's the first plan.
Wow, he didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. He got enough of it. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Missed my opportunity to do the schmell there, but
no, that great shot though.
Yeah, it was a really good shot. Yeah, and a nice job on the Bruce to get it over there.
Yep.
So nothing to report for score here in the first end at the Henderson Metal Fall Classic. We're in Sault Ste. Marie. You're watching on Curling Stadium. We'll be back right after the break.
If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
The trials.
We're back for end number 2. We are at the Henderson Metal Fall Classic, presented by Kioti Tractor Dealers of Ontario, and we are in Sault Ste. Marie at the YNCU Curling Club. You're watching on Curling Stadium with Jim Nixon, Terry Corbin, and expecting to see a pretty good game here. That one was a good end, Terry. It just kind of opened up on that one double that Beuk made, and that was kind of just running for a blank the rest of the way.
Yeah, however, I mean, as we both said, it was a pretty difficult blank. Like, he had no visual of that back rock, and he relied totally on his weight control and the sweepers, and it was executed perfectly.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, it's one thing about that one, at least there was no question. The sweeper, they had to go all the way to make sure they got by the guard and then got enough curl to go. So yeah.
Now we at least got some rocks in play here for end number 2.
Early. Yeah. It's like they're going to try to go right around this. They will, but it's going to be pretty deep. Maybe out.
Yeah.
Beuk still with hammer here in this second end.
Wow.
I didn't think it was going that far, but
that's a bad miss, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the call, Culligan man?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a hack waiter by the looks of it.
Yeah, use the internationally famous tap the foot somewhere around the foot. How
I'd be afraid to lift my foot in case I
yeah.
fell.
Yeah, you're right. That was, we shouldn't be doing that. Note to everybody, once you're past 50 years old, find another way to tell people to throw a hack weight.
Yeah, my broom will hit my foot. That'll be the closest I get.
Yeah. Gonna sneak it by. No.
No.
Man, that was close. Those are painful when you don't quite get by.
Yeah.
So Abe now with a chance to put a little bit more pressure on here. Looking to come right down and hopefully get to the inside of the yellow a little bit if he can. That will be tough. He'll have to be perfect to make that, but
yeah, unfortunately for Team Abe, that last rock went right through the rings, and that's not what they were looking for.
No. Trying to carve this one in.
This is much better.
Yeah, this is going to be very good, I think. That's excellent. Very nicely done. Second stone, Heyoto. Sato throwing that one. So David's, we're still at David's staple shot. Yep. Just really looking for just to move these around a little bit, Terry, I think.
I think so. I mean, I think that they'd love to unlock the green yellow combination.
Yeah, and change those angles around a little bit and see what
Yeah.
happens.
I think
Not
as long
much
as
choice. Either
Yeah,
that or
go
you
ahead.
glass, so yeah.
Yeah,
This is not going to touch anything either, is it?
well, it's going to touch the yellow.
Okay, well, it's probably ever so slightly better than it was.
I think it is, yeah.
Before it would have been possible, I think, if you could make it right, you might have been able to, for the green team, for the Abe team, might have been able to run his green stone onto the yellow, and
Yes.
you might have lost your own, but you could have got it out. Now it's just about impossible to get it out in one shot.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm a not. Well, I'm a little surprised that they don't even consider trying to split their greens colored stone onto the rings and roll the shooter.
Yeah,
onto the rings as well.
Yeah, no hammer though, so it's
Oh, that's right. John made that shot. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. Listen, I've called whole ends before and never got to the last shot before I realized that. Well, no wonder they didn't play that in the way I thought they would. So you're forgiven.
Yeah, I did think that John scored the one. I didn't think it got all the way out. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
So I think we're really looking at probably pretty much just a straight guard
Yeah,
here.
straight. Yeah.
Probably wants to kind of get on the corner of the rocks that are already there, just because that straight back 3 rocks in a row or whatever are lined up pretty good for a Beuk. He's
Really
going around again.
curl.
A little rub and roll away won't be bad. Well, not so sure.
Well, they gotta be a little careful here. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, if they had rubbed that green just a slightly less, there might have been a triple there for all the green ones and leave a couple of yellows around, but that's not really there right now. The other nice thing with this team last night, Terry, was, or yesterday, I guess it was, them, and they played Reed Carruthers, and both teams actually moved the game. You know, with this year we seem to be complaining more often than not about how slow they play. Both teams moved the game right along. It was really good that way. One thing, Jonathan really, they would chat, they'd get together every now and then, but he very quickly usually made up his mind and just put the broom down and went. So it didn't really seem to. That was kind of nice. Just to see the game move quickly was nice.
well, I think that the time clock has a lot to do with it.
Well, yeah, but we don't have any.
Yeah, they're using time. They're using time clocks here today.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know that. I think I can see one up in the background now. Just see the. Okay, well, you know what? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm sure you're right.
Because I mean, yeah, I was kind of impressed how quickly the game moved along, and I believe it was Dave said, yeah, I mean, they're using time clocks at this event, and I went, oh, okay, well, that must be hard to get enough volunteers to do that, but this is the way of the future, I think, to keep spiels on time.
You know what? We used to run our spiel. We used to run a cash spiel, a pretty significant cash spiel down here at our club. We don't have a very big club, and it's a bit of a struggle to get enough timekeepers, but it's not as impossible as people make it sound.
Right.
And it's fairly easy now too. It's not really a hard thing once you convince people that what they're doing. So anyway, previous shot ended up not in a very good place for Team Beuk. Set up a definite double possibility for Abe, but didn't make it.
Yeah.
Still not bad though. But real good chance there to make that double and sit 3 buried. Well, kind of almost buried. One of them was not going to be buried, but. So Jonathan now figures, man, we got to do something here. Or we're just going to be one shot away from being in a horrible position.
Yeah.
Got to really hit this in the right spots. Things could go very bad on this shot too. You hit this just off the nose on the right-hand side as we look at the skipper. You could end up with a guard and 2 green ones in there. No yellows to be seen, but let's see what happens. I ended up with just a straight peel. Interesting here for Abe. It's like, I know you got to be really thinking, it'd be really nice to get that yellow out of there, but it's
I know.
I don't know that you can afford to play that. And a straight guard is just scary because it's hard to get it to a really good spot, I think.
Well, I mean, I think the good news is I don't think you could ever pick that green one shot rock out and stay for second. So
No, that's
it's
true.
almost, looking like a force of one by Team Abe or a steal of one.
Yep, you heard it here first. It could be a steal of one or a force of one. I think you're right.
Well, I mean, even the blind squirrel catches a nut now and then.
Yeah. Noticed before with Abe, Roy McCusker and I did a game of theirs last week or a week before, whenever the last time was we were on. And, and the skipper here, which is Shimsu, has a very definite twist in the delivery. It's kind of interesting. And it looks like I wouldn't recommend that for too many people. He's kind of hard to get back on track sometimes. But got the guard going up here. We'll see where he is. Okay, that's probably not too bad. I'm not sure even right now what's good and what's bad, to be honest. This is I don't think hitting that one's going to do it, though, does it? It probably.
But, can you get enough of the a nose on that green?
On the green that's on the 0 or a green that's on the
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think if you can, that would be ideal.
Yeah. Yeah.
A direct nose. I mean, if you ever kicked it just, slightly, I mean, even better probably. But I don't think that's in the call.
These guys are probably pretty good on the angles compared to what I am from this distance, at least. And I think that for me, when I look at it, it looks like the yellow, it's probably going to catch the shot rock, but not going to stay anywhere. I think it will, but it better if he's playing this shot, or else he's going to be in. We'll see. Lots of handle.
Yeah.
It's going to curl a lot.
This is not.
Well,
this is
better
going to
than
be.
I thought.
This is close. Yeah. So green still sits one.
Yeah.
But now he's got a chance to at least have access to it a bit more than he did.
Yeah, it's nice shot there. Actually, it's going to be. You can get to that. I think Jonathan can get to that yellow stone, but like you said earlier, if he gets to that, he's probably rolling out and just getting one. But it looks like they're thinking they need to guard that side. What happens on the intern side? Anything? Can he do anything on the intern side? Probably not, because he.
I don't think so. No, except for tap it for one.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Yeah, you could do that, and you can't get too aggressive because you don't want to ever tick your own on the way by. If you were playing something like hack or board, that could be disaster. So, okay, looks like a guard here for Team Abe. Really just trying to guard the little tick on the yellow, really, is what it is. And Jonathan's not even going to bother watching the line on this because he figures he's not going over there. He's not gonna, my next shot's not going to come from out there, so I might as well figure out what we got on this side.
Yeah.
Shimzu. Tetsuro Shimzu. Well, I don't think it guards anything.
No. I actually did. I think that takes it away.
You think?
Pretty
yeah,
sure,
maybe. Yeah, maybe it does. I don't know. It looks tempting to me. It looks like because you only have to get like maybe an inch of it. Well, we'll see what he thinks here. I find that, even if it did take it away, though, so often on ice it has curl. The guards, I bet you it's got to be like a 9-1, the difference between guards that over curl versus guards that under curl. It just seems like everybody, it doesn't almost seem to matter. I mean, I guess it matters a little bit, but whether you're a relatively new skip or you're somebody who's skipped for a long time, it seems like you just never want to take enough ice on that. You never want to leave any kind of hole. And sometimes you can leave a hole. It just can't be a great big hole, right? So anyway, it looks like he's playing the tap. So I think he agrees with you, Terry, that would probably be much too much of a challenge to take on that little tick shot. And this looks probably easier to the eye. It would look easier to my eye, that's for sure.
Yeah. And I'm looking like a genius once and for all.
Yeah.
Steal one, get one.
Yeah. So quiet. It's just we're not hearing any sound from anywhere. It's like I don't have any sound from anywhere anyway.
No, neither do I. This looks pretty close.
Yeah, it's going to be really close. Super shot. Great shot by Jonathan Beuk. Just had to be perfect, and it was. And he will be moving to the third end up 1-0. Good job by Team Abe, though, over the last two ends to hold that down. So when we come back, it'll be 1-0 Beuk playing in the third end here at the Henderson Metal Fall Classic in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from YNCU this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbach coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
I've got this one. So, how was that? Wonderful. Now let's do it again.
BDO Assurance, a commitment to quality.
Yeah.
Just the last rock.
All right. We're back. 1-0. Jonathan Beuk over Shinya Abe. Beuk forced to make a shot there, Terry. Really nice shot, actually, to score one there.
Yeah, I mean, you might say, well, he only had to tap it, 3 feet, but that requires some pretty precise ice and brushing.
Yeah, and a little bit interesting that the Abe team decided to guard the little tick shot versus that little tap, and I think you're all about the little tap, and I think I would agree with you that certainly looked like an easier shot to me. I know you got to move a rock a little further, but it looked like it would be a much easier shot to play. So maybe they guarded the wrong side, but they got their force, which is really what they were looking for in that end anyway. So.
Yeah, I think that's the ultimate outcome that you have to take away is that, we did our job.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. As opposed to this shot right here. Unfortunately, it's going to go right through the house. Not a real good shot for how that'd be where are we at in the zone 3? That'd be Haruto Ouchi. Heavy on that one. It's funny how that happens sometimes, when you don't, before you get the hammer back, you're making lots of the good shots to force, and you finally get your force and everything up. Then you come up and you got to make a, relatively simple draw to the 8-foot or something. You don't make it. Now all of a sudden you got the hammer, but you're in trouble.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's wild. So cleanup time now for second stone, Hayato Sato. Trying to get a couple of these, and he will not.
No. And
Got
he
the
cuts
corner,
off.
but that might not be helpful.
Yeah, it might be cutting off the draw path to the 4-foot if they need it.
Yeah, you don't, at this level, you don't expect these guys to, throw a peel like that and hit it completely on the wrong side. It's just kind of seems like that would not happen very often. And doesn't, probably. So Staples now. Look to put that guard back up. Gonna make it move a little bit more without getting it too close. That's very nice.
Yes, well placed. A lot of, kind of pretty much maximum separation that you want.
Exactly. Yeah. So peel attempt again. And no, he didn't get it this time. He hit it on the right side this time, but no, you can see the broom going a little frustrated by that.
Yeah.
Can't blame him. He just has to get another, probably half an inch or something of
That's
curl.
right,
And he
yeah.
at least gets to 2 and rolls off and changes things. It's a much easier task for Team Beuk right now when he already has the one guard on. He's just trying to get that second one on.
We're into a lot of rinse and repeat here.
Yep. Patrick Jansen, again, trying to just get that guard back up. It's all about line here to a point, right, Terry? It's the length matters, but the line is so much more important than the shot. You just can't go too deep. So it's starting to get away there a little bit, but should still force him to play that. Good thing, if there's such a good thing in this situation for Abe, is that you now actually, if you hit it on the right side, you got a chance to make them all here. It's difficult, I know, but it is possible you can get rid of them all without even really leaving a guard of sorts.
Yes.
That would be like the $1 million winning shot or something,
But this is where, you seem to always have one shot in an end to, like, when you're trying to bail, you seem to always have that one shot, that one opportunity, and when you don't make it, it's like, we had the chance and we didn't execute.
No, I think you're dead right. Yeah, I've said that lots of times. You usually get one crack at it, and
boom, there you go.
That was it. So the 1 in a million shot just got a lot easier, apparently, we just won $1 million, whatever, one of the two. That was just an amazing shot. You can't really believe how difficult that shot is to make that perfectly like that, and completely change his end around. It's just he was really in trouble there, and maybe even to score. And now all of a sudden it's like, got a good opportunity to maybe pull out with a couple of points here by the time they're done. And even if he doesn't, he's got to be feeling much easier, much better.
Yeah, I think so. Like I say, you just kind of lick your chops if you're the skip going, okay, now I got a chance. Now I just got to get this guy to throw it good.
Yeah.
But I've always believed that, you're going to get that kind of one chance, and you just may have to make sure that you take the opportunity to make that one chance count.
Yeah. Nice draw there. Stayed above the tee line and everything, but it's far enough over that you can still go down there and just move that back a few inches and be shot rock and be in a really good spot.
Yeah, and if you didn't like the the intern, I mean, you always had the out turn draw around the other corner guard. So, I mean,
yeah.
I would say this is a pretty good situation here for Team Abe to at least have a look at a deuce.
Yeah. So Shinya.
He seems to be saying, whoa, 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 but...
I'm going to try to carve this. It might be a little heavy for carving it.
I wonder if you can get it right in behind. Oh, no, it's going to bounce off. But that's, I mean, it's still a decent shot. It'll force Jonathan to make a good shot.
Yeah, you take 18 inches off of that shot, and it's perfect. Then you just bump it a little bit, but even though the angle still would be there, it would be very difficult to remove it. So close, but not quite good enough, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
The winner of this game does go to a B qualifier game, and the loser drops down into, I think, needing to win another game just to get to a C qualifier. So give yourself 2 shots, kind of give yourself 2 shots at it by winning this game, which would be a much better position to be in.
Mm-hmm.
They sneak it by. They will not, I don't think. Oh,
Yeah,
he did.
good
Holy
eye.
cow. This is going to be perfect.
Yeah.
That is a great shot. Man, I did not think that was getting by. We're going to have another look.
Yeah. Definitely was close.
Yeah. Good thrower. And they weren't in a hurry at first, eh?
Yeah, he's got real good touch.
Interesting to see the second sweeper there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. We're almost going to have to say, just hit the back edge of the stone. I haven't figured out if that's possible yet, so I'm glad I didn't have to say that. Very nice shot. So what would they do here, Terry? Well, you figure they're going to play some kind of hit on this?
I think they're going to play a quiet hit, try and roll under a little bit. I mean, every bit that you possibly can.
Yeah. And can you get shot going under? Can we, Kelly, get an overhead for a sec? Maybe? Yeah, maybe, if he doesn't roll too far. Hasn't got a lot of room to roll and still be shot, but does have enough, maybe. Either way, you got to do something with it. You're not going to be able to just leave it there. There's no good alternative to that, so... So, Tetsuro now. Both sweepers on this one. Must be a little on the light side. Lighter than they maybe thought. Going to try to carve now. Won't quite get there.
Relatively simple shot for John Beuk and force the hand of Team Abe.
Yeah, just a little, if you flop maybe a foot towards the center line, be good. make the draw just that little bit tougher. Roll to that spot that so often you see teams try to play a shot there, and I never really like that. I figure it's just too hard to be that perfect. So, but a little roll here would be good. You don't need the roll necessarily. You're still going to probably force Abe to play the draw for one, but and if you can make it any bit harder, you can make it. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
This will be a nice control weight hit here.
Now this one they may have to go a little bit on. This looks
Yeah,
like it's
moving
starting
pretty-
to go hard.
Yeah, it's moving pretty good
They,
for sure.
they got a lot of room by the guard, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
So a little scary for a minute, but he managed just to make it. Force Team Abe to play the draw. Playing the out turn. I don't know how many out turns we played. I never keep track of that. Maybe I should try that in a game. This is only the second time coming this way, but I feel like most of the shots seem to be in turns, but shouldn't really matter too much here after 3 ends. Should be keened up well everywhere.
Yeah.
It's pretty early in the game, but pretty big shot, really. You only got to draw the 8-foot, but
This is, I think, just even about momentum, like
yeah.
you don't make it, you give the other team so much more momentum. I'm a big believer in momentum, but I know
Yeah.
some people aren't. But
Well, it's hard not to be a little bit just because you see it so often, that you gotta believe it has an impact. These guys are gonna have to work really hard on this, I think.
yeah.
I think they're gonna be good. Don't have to get much of the 8-foot, but they need a piece of it.
Just enough to count one. That's all that matters.
Tell you what, he threw it just the right amount, 2 ounces less, and he doesn't get there. And instead, we have a 1-1 tie after 3 ends of play here at the Henderson Medal Fall Classic at the YNCU Curling Center in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Watching us Curling Stadium. We'll be back right after this.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.
Ste.Marie Airport Development Corporation, owner and operator of the Ste.Marie, Ontario, Canada Airport, is proud to support the Sioux Curlers Fall Classic and welcome all to beautiful Sault Ste. Marie. The Sault Ste. Marie Airport. Go there to get anywhere.
So back for the 4th end here. Terry, 1-1 score, but it feels like it's been more happening than 1-1.
Yeah. That end was, it kept having potential, and nobody could really capitalize once that great shot was made where Jonathan Beuk's team was sitting 2 and guarded, and they ran in the guard and got rid of everything.
Yeah, the teams have managed to escape when they had them escape,
Yep.
rather, or they've managed to just miss maybe a key shot to keep the pressure on. But anyway, we've got a little more box, or sort of traditional box look to this end right now. We've got the center guard up, the corner guard up, and then a little deep on that draw around, though. We'd like that to have been somewhere around the tee line. And now the draw to the corner.
Beuk's going to go around his corner guard there, and we'll see if there's any chasing going on, or whether the...
Can't do much yet with the corner, so...
Yeah, they're going to chase it, so...
Well, I guess he could now, couldn't he? How far along are we? Yeah, he could... No, I can't hit on the shot.
Well, he could if he wanted to, because he doesn't have the hammer, right?
Who, Abe?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is only the 5th stone at the end, so he would have...
Isn't it the 6th?
I don't...
Oh,
maybe it is. No, Beuk's got
No,
the hammer.
sorry. That rock's from the other sheet. I just saw the
Yeah, I know, the yellow one in
3
the corner.
yellows, and then and I went, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
I did the same thing when I first looked, and then I just try to figure it out. Just like your average genius figured out, well, if I count the little boxes that Kaylee looks after here and know that she's going to be right, then I'm fine.
I should have known when he didn't have the hammer.
Yeah. Anyway, we're back. So a little out turn hit now for Team Beuk. Probably try to... I don't know if he can get under it again with that one or not, but...
He's rolling away, so...
Oh, is he?
I
Okay.
mean, yeah. And, I mean, this is kind of one of those shots that can set up an end, or, just keep it status quo.
Yeah.
This is real close.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Spun back a little, but...
Now, this is where, it becomes interesting, like, do you play the freeze, or do you, try and tap it,
Yeah.
I'll always find, when, with the junior teams that I've coached, I mean, there's such an impulse to, it's shot rock, you got to hit it, and I think it's really about, how do I make this difficult for my opposition? And if I were the opposition, what shot would I want them to play?
Yeah.
Well, I'd want them to try and play the hit, and I wouldn't want them to play this shot.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. A very nice shot indeed.
Oh, is that ever good.
Just perfect. Didn't even move it at all. Would you try to just move this a couple of inches right now, or would you just kind of sit right on it?
I'd try and move it a bit.
Yeah, I'd like to move it a little bit too, I think. Otherwise, it's going to take you another extra shot to make that happen. So.
Way out there.
Tell you, this guy's not necessarily a real big guy, but watching him sweep the other day, he gets it into it, man. He's strong.
Yeah, he's really knowledgeable too.
Yeah. Not a great result.
No. Sean's dad, Neil, I mean, I'm sure you remember
is that his
Neil.
dad? Oh, I do. I've played him, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you remember him, and he was probably one of the best leads around. certainly in of his time.
Yeah.
Played a lot of years with Eddie Wernick and company.
Yeah, I don't, I obviously didn't know him personally well, but I kind of feel like he's kind of, maybe not personality wise, but he's kind of like the Brent Hebert of that age, where he really seemed to only just kind of throw draws, and
Yes.
he kind of threw the same shot all the time,
Yep.
and just, and he always played lead. And never really, I know he didn't always play lead, but it seemed like at the competitive level, he always played lead. And so he's kind of like Hebert in that way. He just, might have had a little different personality, but
yes.
yeah, most people do. So anyways, it's he was it's obviously probably the best lead in the country in his day. So
yeah.
So a chance here for Team Abe to come right in if they want and sit on those yellows. I mean, nothing would be able to go anywhere, but not sure if that's what he's decided to do yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see this being a straight guard, but it could be.
Well, I mean, I would have thought it probably was going to be a straight guard, just because I think, the only way you can hurt yourself is by jiggling it yourself. But I mean, here we go. I now see you've jiggled that. Oh, well, yeah,
Not perfect.
it's.
They needed to, if they're going to go in there, they needed to get on that and keep that from doing that, because right now, I just think all the greens could go.
They do. I think they do.
You might lose one yellow somewhere, but there's a good chance if he can get close to the nose. He's got to get. If he can get close to the nose, I think there's a good chance he sits 3 or 4 after this shot. So, and if he doesn't, he's going to be in pretty good shape. You're going to be running scared a little bit if you're Team Abe. So, couldn't afford that. That ended up.
Yeah, that's kind of the last place it needed to be. I think you can get rid of the 2 greens, and it looks like they're playing a pretty big weight shot here. I was going to say, I think, you could still keep your shooter, but.
Yeah, Patrick Jansen now attempting to make the double. And if he can get to it, we think that it could be a very, very positive result. We'll see here in about 5 seconds. Just sneak it by the top one. Green's gone. Well, you know what? It didn't work out as good as I thought it was going to work out.
Me either.
Having said that, I think he's got shot in a pretty good spot. But I thought it was going to be a lot more left than that.
Yeah, I did too.
I don't know who shot. I think it's yellow.
I think it is too, but I really thought that.
Thanks, Carly.
I thought there was a better outcome to be had there.
Yeah, me too. So I'll be looking at this and trying to decide, do we go down here and try to bump that a little bit? Maybe set up something for the next shot. I don't know. We haven't got hammer here. I think you're.
Yeah, I think you got to be really careful. You bump that enough that it unlocks. I mean, I think again, you could be in trouble again.
Yeah, you sort of already played yourself into one potential disaster, and you don't want to do it again. Of course, the alternative, I guess, is really just go right there, right? Go
Yes.
right around. Yeah.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna go here.
I'll be interested. Sorry.
Ahead.
I was just going to say I'll be interested on the finish here, being this far out. Does it go hard?
Yeah.
I mean, we know it does at the end for sure.
So Shinya Abe with his final stone here in the fourth. What end are we in? Fourth in.
Well, I would like to think that is where we are, but I mean,
yeah.
As we know, counting has not been my Thing of strength.
Yeah. Can't
Weight
see
was
this, but
good.
I think it looks pretty
Yeah.
good.
Weight was great. I got a good time, good split on it. So, yeah.
Very nicely done. This probably can get it, but
Yeah. The good news is he can roll it into the
yeah,
the pile there.
probably could have. I mean, they were going fairly hard on it from what we could
Mhm.
tell, so maybe they couldn't have got any more out of it. I was going to say they could probably have taken another 6, 7, 8 inches if they could have, and made the shot just that little bit tougher. But
This is where that in-out kind of hurts you.
yeah, it's going to be
But
okay, I think.
he's going to be fine. Yeah.
Although he might have just made the green second shot. It's a good chance of that. There you go. Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah, I think you could be right there.
Yeah. Okay. Doesn't change the shot call really here. He's going to have
No.
to play the yellow here, but it
Mhm.
does change what he wants to do with this. He's not
Correct.
taking, yeah, he's not taking any ice. I don't know why you. I don't quite know why you'd be throwing it that hard. Gonna have to throw this really hard to keep it there, aren't you? I think. He's got
Yeah.
zero ice.
I know. It hangs really straight there on this with any rotation, which you're gonna get. So. You
Well,
wanna
he
make
didn't.
it
He
curl.
didn't save any weight,
No.
and he still ended up sitting 2.
Yeah.
I just felt with that weight he might end up messing it up a little bit for the second shot, but anyway, the good news is that everything went to a spot where I don't think Beuk can move both greens. If it is, it's close. I don't think it's going to be possible to go down there and miss the top one. Is it on the overhead? It doesn't look possible. On
It
the
doesn't look possible there.
long view,
Yeah.
it looks like it might be there, but man, I don't know. It's funny how even on a TV screen or on a laptop screen like I'm on or whatever, you still lean a little left to see if you can see it better.
You do that too, eh?
I know. I think everybody does, but I'm just sitting here looking at that. Thought, well, maybe I'll just go. No, I can't tell any more over there than I could over here. Anyway, yeah.
Too funny.
They're just having a look here, trying to find out from the other end what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I guess what's his alternative? Just ignore it and come around the guard as well?
Yeah,
See, I
you
might be
could.
able to get my skips deuce that way.
Yeah, you very well could. I mean, I think they're looking to see if a multiple score is possible here. I mean, I've never been the greatest on drags, but I played with a young gentleman there for several years who was absolutely fantastic. He was, I think he ended up getting a degree, maybe in mechanical engineering, and I didn't even look at it. I just said, "Okay, tell me if this is possible," and he'd just look at me, yeah, no, or oh, all day. And, really, all day? Yeah, all day. Okay.
Well, a very interesting shot option they've picked here, where they're going to run the yellow, basically back, probably almost into that little crotch, but kind of into the edge of the green, onto the yellow. You might feel they can sit a bunch when this is over, and they might be right, but it's very difficult. And try to make it curl a little. Is he close?
Well, that's lonely green one now.
Well.
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't see. I didn't see. I thought the back one rolled out too, but it didn't.
Yeah, it almost caught it on the way by, but it just missed. I don't know. Maybe that was a good option. Certainly doesn't take any trouble, and it might have been a possibility there that I didn't really see real well. I thought there was a a 1 in a million chance of them making that perfect. But we already saw the 1 in a million shot a little while ago, so it couldn't
That's
be
right.
it can't be 2 in a million in one game. Anyway. So a chance for Abe now for skip throwing rocks, or those Tetsuro Shimizu throwing skips rocks for Team Abe here, and chance to really put the heat on here if he puts a nice one behind that guard. Top of the button.
And if he does, is he sitting 3 or is he sitting 2?
I think he's sitting 3 if he does that.
Okay, all right. Because I think they got to watch that you don't leave this open enough where you could make the double.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, true enough. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 3 all day. Yeah.
You probably want to stop right about now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's a good shot. I think you're looking at a little hit and flop or a straight draw to the 4-foot to score.
I think you got to do the straight draw. Do you not? Like you can't get shot.
Yeah.
By hitting the last rock thrown by Team Abe, and I suppose you could. It would be an awful tough shot to play the hit and roll off though.
I think it's in theory the easier shot here. The only thing you have to be concerned with really with the draw is just strictly weight.
Yeah.
There's not really any line involved here. I mean, there potentially is if you happen to be a little tight or a little light, but I would take a little more ice, I think, if I was him. But yeah, and the other one, you've got to get the weight and the line right and everything. So I think this is, in theory, a much easier shot.
Mm-hmm. But ultimately, good end played by Team Abe.
Yeah, for sure. Last shot before we go to break. Or before we get to halfway, at least. We don't really have a break.
Mm-hmm.
Needs a piece of the 4-foot here. Probably wants
this is really starting to curl, too.
Yeah, is it ever? Is it
wow.
ever? They might be okay.
They got it there. But wow, does that thing ever curl?
Did it ever. Ooh. Very nicely done by the sweepers in particularly. And
yeah.
I guess he didn't need any more ice, but a little more wouldn't have hurt, I don't think. So Jonathan Beuk picks up 1 here in the 4th end, and he'll take a 2-1 lead as we go to the break. Here on Curling Stadium, Sault Ste. Marie.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
No, I think we're okay with that. I tell you next end.
Yeah.
So after 4 ends of play, Jonathan Beuk with a 1-point lead over Team Abe, 2-1. Definitely a battle here, Terry. This is certainly nobody in control of this one yet.
No, and I mean, that end had a little bit of everything, and certainly the last rock that was owned by Jonathan Beuk's team, he was forced into drawing a piece of the, well, I guess what would he have to make?
Had to bite the 4 foot.
Yeah, I was going to say full 4, but yeah, and they actually rubbed the stone of Team Abe, but yeah, the sweepers went from 3/4 of the way down to into the house full mode.
Yeah,
good shot by John.
Yeah, sweepers definitely made that one. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So early on here, we've got a few guards out front. We've got Team Abe now trying to come around those, and they're going to make it by it. That's for sure. They by a mile, but looks pretty good now. Yeah, well thrown. Abe with hammer now, as we said. It's probably would prefer not to have that many center guards up, but he got some time to look after that. Second stone, David Staples, the outturn draw. Just trying to freeze to it. Looks like he's going to be really good. It's a nice shot. It's always a tough part of the end. It's just, you got to have some patience here at this point. And there's the clocks, the infamous clocks. So it looks like everybody's moving along okay. I'm not quite sure what they should have at this point, but I don't think that doesn't look like numbers that would scare me too much if I was out there playing with 4 ends to go. So, but they're going to use a little bit of it up right here.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm just guessing, but 30, maybe 32 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah, an 8-end game. I can't remember what they use for that for 8-end games. Figure it out. I know at the what did they do at the Slam last week? They were playing 30 minutes, but that was down from originally down as high as 33. These guys have a couple of timeouts as well, so
yeah.
Gonna get by that. Yeah, I have no clue if that's really where he wanted it to end up or not. I don't think they probably were trying to roll that far. They probably were trying to stay on the center line, but for a little while, it looked like he might not make it by the guard. So
yeah. I think John's now going to try and surround that green one.
Yeah, it looks like you're probably a pretty good guess. PEI curling. I don't know why this come up, but they allow 32 minutes for 8 ends. So
do they? Yeah.
Yeah. So that sounds about the right number. Which, when you do the math, you'd like to have. They're actually a little tiny bit low on time because you'd like to have a little bit more than half of that left for the second half, but they're a little under that. But regardless, we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it now that we know where they are, and Carly can show us every now and then. We'll be laughing. So
yeah.
Otherwise, we just don't know.
Yeah, we always used to say, 4 minutes per end.
Yeah.
A thinking time, and if you ever wanted to run the rocks up and down, you could you'd save yourself an incredible amount of time.
Yeah. So both teams. One thing about it, both teams are pretty much right on. They're at the same time. So both. But another little chat. A little quick look at the clocks. Must have hurt us.
Mm-hmm.
I think you just got, you're just playing this, like,
Yeah,
coming
right
around
there.
that, tapping that back and flopping a little bit, if you can.
If you can. I don't know if you can.
Maybe you can't, but you can probably get to the nose at least with a draw shot. Yeah, you can get to
Yeah, I
the nose.
would think so.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't, and not only that, Terry, I think if you don't do that, what do? You can't
Yeah.
guard it up. You're going to
No.
guard it up. You're going to get one or not get any by the time it's all done. So I think you got to do something in there. The yellows are probably in the better position right now than the greens.
Yeah, the only thing, I mean, if you're Team Abe, you make the peel on the two fronts.
Yeah.
Try and get rid of both of them. And
Yeah, I agree on that. You could do that too, and then kind of try to clean it up in the house afterwards. Well, here it comes. Anyways, guys are working pretty hard. He's pretty good. I think the line's really good. Just needs to get to it. Was probably wanted to be a little heavier than that, but that's pretty good too, though.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of funny. We had a view of the next sheet. The guy is saying so far over that he's right in our camera view. He looks like, yeah. We got the greens and the yellows and the black rocks. So Jonathan Beuk figures, okay, time to do something different. Looks like I'm thinking he's playing a little angle A slash on his own here. Working hard to hold this straight. He's pretty good, I think. If he stays right there, it's going to roll a bit. Well, I think if Abe can make a good shot here, I think I like where he is. What do you like here, Terry? If you're Abe, you've got four. Still 4 to come.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Team Abe, I mean, obviously you'd like to be playing to the wings as opposed to shrinking the house down. But I mean, I think you could be in a good position if you're able to get to the nose of that. You'll be above the tee line, I think.
Yeah.
But
I think I like tapping that and rolling left and rolling to the full 8 foot on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Because I don't really love this. You make this good, he follows you down and makes it even halfway good. It's you might be guarding all of his rocks. I don't know. I don't know if I love this shot.
Yeah, no, I see now how much separation there is between the green and the yellow. I didn't think there was that much.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to rub off his own.
Like, fortunately, he went far enough. I think that he's...
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I think he did too.
Yeah, so if he sneaks that by, he stays right there, basically. And then I think that leaves Jonathan a pretty nice little pocket there to work with. So, anyway, he's looking to make a little...
if he ever makes this roll, I mean, we might be seeing the hit on the other side of the center line, the green, yellow, green, yellow.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, if he makes this halfways decent, then, you know, Abe is going to be having a hard... Never mind getting 2. He's going to have a hard time scoring, possibly. And as it is, I think he's going to have a hard time scoring, so...
Yeah. This thing is really going. Oh, my Lord. Yeah.
That changes things a lot. Wow. I'm not sure. They got on it pretty early, though, so I have to believe he was tight out of his hand. It's interesting. You'd say, well, that's great for them, that last shot. It was, but it's not an easy call here. You just don't like to end up with
Yeah.
a whole lot of rocks together. If you don't get too greedy, if you don't want to be too greedy, you can probably pop your own onto the yellow and roll it a little bit on to the right as we look at it here, and roll your shooter a little bit. You could sit 3 and have them in better spots, but they could end up in not very good spots too, I suppose.
Yeah, it's
There's definitely a double there on the greens right now too, though, if you don't do something right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess, I mean, there doesn't seem just to be like a natural shot to me.
No, I know. Yeah.
Like, I like the green, yellow combination.
Yeah.
But that leaves a pocket for John to come down to and like just cut the end right out.
Well, yeah, and it also it leaves possibly a fairly easy double, doesn't it? Like if you make that green, yellow,
Yeah.
2 greens are going to be kind of right beside each other, and I don't see the point.
I was just thinking if you try and tap that green that's on the eye of Kiss.
Yep.
You try to just tap that, and you might have a short run back.
Yep. So the last thing he did, from my eye, is just go down, chip the yellow, and chip and roll to where his broom is now, kind of thing. But they used a lot of time.
Ooh, did they ever?
Yeah, we still got 3 rocks here in this end. It's going to be they're going to have to pick her up a little bit. That was I just wrote the time down. It was 12:30 when they threw the last shot, so they used like 3.5 minutes for that shot, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's see what it does. Sneak it by first.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to carve it, trying to get a piece of the yellow, which they did. Well, I don't know. I didn't really know that shot was a great one, but it might not have been so bad.
Well, I mean, the good news is that, it's 4 greens to 1 yellow, but I think it's fairly safe to say that certainly 2 and maybe 3 greens could go with 1 shot.
Yeah, I think you're right. So the good news, I guess, if you're on the Abe side, would you say, well, even if he makes this double, if he doesn't make a triple, we're going to have a relatively simple looking double to sit 2 or 3, right? Because it's going to stay right there, basically where it hits the other green one, I think.
Yeah, I think,
if that's what he's playing.
Yeah, I think they're playing the double, which leads to the triple. Like,
if it does, yeah, that's the part I'm not sure on. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure either.
But when you look at it, you figure, well, both yellows are going to end up pretty close together.
Yeah.
So he needs to make the triple if he's playing this shot, I think. Looking to make it curl.
Ugh.
Oh. That is not good. Not good for Jonathan Beuk. Didn't make contact with the target rock. Just took his own off the back and got rid of the other one. But still, looking now at mega points.
Yeah, and you know what? There really wasn't much of a hole there either.
No, I know. I'm sure that was in his mind too, thinking, well, I don't have to really be concerned about that. But a little bit, he does have that, and a lot of people do now. It's so funny compared to Terry when we used to kind of teach, you taught with the, back turn the handle 45 degrees, blah, blah, blah,
Mm-hmm.
and throw it that way and let it go straight. Almost nobody does that anymore. All the
I know.
competitive teams seem to start straight or close to straight, and then they put the handle out with a motion that we would have tried to stop people from doing back in the day.
Exactly
Yeah,
right.
and sometimes it doesn't. You don't get the timing exactly right, and you just set it out that little tiny bit more, like on the previous shot, on Jonathan's shot, and you don't get what you hope you were going to get. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, he's in a lot of trouble here if Shimzu can put this rock in the right place. 'Cause he's
Well,
not-
and the worst part about it is, like, as you look on it, the overhead, the outturn draw right around everything, but they have not played that.
No.
Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty good,
That's
man.
probably okay. Yeah. Wow. That would not be fun throwing that double. that you
No,
just did.
especially after the last outcome.
Well, yeah, and the best case scenario, if you throw it, is for him
You're
to get
giving up
3.
3, yeah.
Yeah.
The good news is you're up 1.
Yeah. Yeah. True enough. Yeah. Well, no, and that's very valid. Actually, that's a good point because you are looking at potentially more than 3 here.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I say, one thing about Jonathan, he doesn't generally take a whole lot of time to call a shot. This is a pretty tricky situation. He's like, just looks at it and says, well, here's the reality, boys. We don't have a choice. We're going to do this. So we don't need to talk about how hard it is. So it looks like he's playing, I don't even know. Is he playing the double on the one on the button and the one on the right?
I mean, I would
double?
say so, but I don't know.
Yeah. It's either that or it's a high double off the one at the top. Yeah, good shot. Yeah, really good throw. You actually saw the difference in how he threw that. That one came out of the hand just perfectly, right? Like you just said, well, I don't know if he's going to make the shot, but he threw it really good,
Yep.
And really, and like I said, I repeat myself a little bit. There really wasn't too much of a need to talk that out much further. A lot of times that situation, you just stand there and I don't know. We all do it. We sometimes think like something's going to change if I stand here long enough. You know what I mean? It's like
I do actually remember coming out for a timeout several years ago, and that was my first words out of my mouth was, "Guys, this isn't going to change by looking at it longer."
Yeah. So Tetsuro Shimzu rather for Team Abe with an open hit and stick for a big 3-ender here in end number 5. No problem with that. And they, after a very nice end, they did manage to pick up a 3, take a 4-2 lead after 5 ends of play. Just a reminder, we are at the Henderson Metal Fall Classic, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, presented by Kioti Tractor Dealers of Ontario. We'll be back right after the break.
If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting. We'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Live Curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
Well, you have to believe they'll be hurrying up a little bit. So back for end number 6, and we were just talking during the break there that certainly Abe has a nice little lead right now after getting that 3 in that, and we'll come back to that in a second. But Terry, they got to be a little bit concerned about their time and probably going to try to speed through this a little bit, which is sometimes easier to do, at least when you're up 2.
Yeah, I mean, I have that, eerie feeling of this is going to turn into from Team Abe to Team Kui running down to make your last shot with no time left.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've literally, like, the broom's down, and as soon as you get control of the house, guys in the house are in the hack and ready to throw.
Yeah. And the nice thing is when you look at this end now, you say, well, how much time can they afford to burn? Well, their first shot is going to be exactly what it was in the house. The other team, what they're doing. They're throwing a corner. Your next shot is the same. The next shot is the same. So your first 3 shots really should take, I don't know, like a dozen seconds or something, or maybe 20, maybe 15 seconds to throw, because with the thinking time, the only time your clock is running is from the time the rock stops till the time you actually basically throw. So, it's a little more than that, but that's pretty much all it is. So if you're ready, it doesn't take very long to throw a rock. So
yeah, well, I mean the rock or the clock stops when your team gets to the tee line. So I mean, yeah, like you say, how long does that take?
Yeah. Very nice shot there, though. The corners, that's how you use the corners. You set up often you see corners get set up and nobody ever uses them. Sometimes they don't ever seem to try. So it's like, why not? Playing the peel on the corner here. Didn't look like the greatest throw to me, but might.
Yeah. I was just going to say, would you ever just go all in on N6 and a guard?
Yeah. You know what? It's funny. We've talked about this, I'm sure, before. I've talked about it before with people. It's like, you got a 4-2 lead. The other team's only scored twice and only scored 1 point. Why do we all of a sudden play so? Tell me again why we're playing all this defense, because it's like, it seems like the offense part was working okay. It's like when football games sometimes go to prevent defenses and they haven't given up a whole lot of points, then all of a sudden they give up a couple of field goals or a touchdown field goal because they just don't try to stop the team, really, just slow them down. Yeah. Anyway, Abe will probably, by the time this end is over, they'll have recouped most of their time. They'll probably be back to having at least a reasonable amount of time, but right now they are under the gun to not waste very much of it. So played a little hit and roll to the center.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get the right roll, this could be in a very nice spot. A little more curl.
A whole bunch more.
Yeah. So it doesn't really help Abe much. Doesn't really hurt much either. So Patrick Jansen now being asked to throw basically the freeze on his own yellow one. Like to get to the nose for sure, just to make sure that it lines up with the back one, at least to some degree. Needs to curl. Well, he doesn't look very happy. Turned away.
I'll say weight looked pretty good to me.
I think it's perfect, isn't it?
I do too, because
maybe we just misread whatever. It just looked like he was sort of had that little disgust look on his head, on his mind there, on his face, but I think it lined up exactly the way that Jonathan would have wanted it.
Mm-hmm. Now you corner freeze, do you not?
Well, I think you're going to have to.
This
All I
is
know.
not.
Yeah, go ahead.
This I just gonna say this has 3 written all over it. I think for John's team.
Yeah, it's yeah, and all of a sudden the inn got a little more complicated too, which is
Mm-hmm.
certainly not what the Abe rink would like to do right now. I'd like to be as simple as they could make it, but
Well, I was, and that was kind of a little bit of my thinking is, they're trying to hurry and they're going to be forced into maybe making a shot that they might not otherwise call.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and that can happen quite easily.
Oh, tell me about it.
This must be close. Don't want to bounce off of this, I don't think.
I think they're gonna too.
Yeah, they might not even get over there. Better if he misses that one.
Oh, hey.
You know, a little bit of good fortune, I think. It's
Yeah.
certainly not great, but it's it could have been much more difficult.
Yeah, now I just wonder if the yellow, if they play the, if they throw at the rock that was just thrown, whether that yellow kicks over and catches that green one with a drag.
Yeah. Yeah, and it might. Again, I think it's going to be more about like where you're going to leave these rocks is all. So I think it looks to me like it's going to probably drag a little bit behind the green on the yellow stone.
I think, maybe, yeah.
I don't know if you're going to throw it that hard, though. I don't know if you're just going to move it. Yeah, just going to say just move it to there and just sort of sit right there. You may or may not set up a double on your own. I don't know, but
well, it will be undercover. The yellow rock that makes contact with the or the green rock, if once it makes contact with the yellow, it will be undercover if it's not thrown like mega weight.
Yeah.
I think if you could, oh my God, if you could ever get to the top yellow.
Yeah. And just if you're wondering, and you'll see that on the screen, it's Team Beuk was in their timeout there, or in one of their timeouts. I'm not sure if they get 1 or 2, but I think they get 2. They are still in decent shape for time.
Yeah, I don't really know if they get 2 or not.
We'll know eventually.
Yep.
When they call another one.
Just heads up, guys. 2 timeouts plus 1 and an extra end.
Okay,
perfect.
thanks.
Thank you.
So we just found out that this is first of 2 timeouts. They do get 2 timeouts in the game, and should it go to an extra end, they will get an additional timeout. So now we know.
Yeah, we're not quite sure
exactly
what was the call, but I want to think that they're trying to get to the nose of the yellow one, but they're not going to get there. Now you got overlapped yellows.
Yeah, that didn't work out, I don't think, very good for Team Beuk. Not as good as they had hoped it. And as good as I thought it might work out, just because, the yellows overlapped a little bit. And, it's going to be very difficult to remove both green stones. Certainly in one shot. Right now you're going to take 2 shots, and Abe still has to throw one, so.
Have they taken a timeout here or no?
I'm not sure yet. We'll just get a look at that in a second. We'll know. Wrong end.
We know they're not throwing
it. There we go.
Yeah,
they are in a timeout, yeah. 1 minute seems like a lot of time when you're watching people talk about a shot. Sometimes it doesn't seem like any time when you're actually the ones talking about a shot.
Oh, isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
We're down to Skip's Rock, so I mean, when you're, I guess, kind of walking through the scenarios, I mean, you got to be thinking. So, you know, it's 2 rocks of ours and 2 rocks of theirs, and you know, I need them to waste 1.
Yeah. I think you have to figure out here, if you're Abe, the thing here is to make sure you figure out a way that he cannot get both greens. Make sure that he can't get those. So right now, I think it would be a challenge for him to get both your green ones. But when you're putting this guard on, whatever kind of guard you're trying to put here, just make sure you keep that in mind. It's got to be there. This is what we actually have to protect.
Yeah.
And wherever that spot is, that's where you got to put it.
Yeah, and I think you can cover the high side more than you need to cover the anything else.
Sure, yeah.
I think this is going to stop curling right now. Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good too, because it's just really hard to get that top green stone, and even if you do, it's harder to get it to go anywhere other than on the yellow or just onto the button. Might have to run something and hope.
Yeah. Can you run that green one on the right-hand side, just off the center?
On the overhead?
Well, now the one John's looking at right now.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
the one right in the middle, the center one. Yeah.
I think that's his best option.
Yeah. So, if you're running this back, where are you trying to run it to? You're running it straight back onto your yellow?
No, I think you're trying to run that just a tad bit high side, so that you take the yellow goes onto the green. I don't know how much separation there is, but
yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think there's a way to run this back and
hit the back green one.
Yeah, get the green ones. Yeah.
Yeah, just like that.
That's pretty good. That's like really good.
Yeah.
And not only that, everything is going to have another look at it.
So yeah, I think, as long as he hit it a little high side, and I was pretty sure that yellow that was going to make contact with the one on the 4-foot, the green.
Yeah.
And you can see just a tad bit high. And he actually moves the green as well, the other green.
Yeah, yellow's sitting 2, I think, now.
I think they are too.
Wow, so that might prove to be a game saver, that shot by Jonathan Beuk.
Yep.
It certainly changed the dynamic to the point that it's going to keep him in the game, if nothing else. So, going after the back one with something around probably back line to hack or somewhere around there for weight. Needs to curl a little bit, I think. Rather not set up a double here if you could avoid it.
That's pretty good, though. I mean, really, he was looking at potentially giving 3 right back, but I think that shot, kind of just ensured that, he wasn't going to give up
more than 2.
The more than 2, and I don't think this 2 is a gimme either.
No, I don't either. It'd be interesting to see which way he plays this.
Well, I mean, not a ton of separation.
Center line side, don't you?
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. I think so. Because if you roll anything that rolls into that on the other side, the green that you're going to make contact with is not going anywhere.
Yeah, and I think you could use it as a catcher, except for the fact that these, even when you see these on the long view, now you realize it's not even straight back. It actually,
Mhm.
tilts the other way a little bit to the intern shot versus outturn shot here. So, anyway, chance for Jonathan Beuk to pick up 2 and tie this one up after 6 ends. Just a hit. It's really just kind of a hit and stay, but they can't jam it on the back one. Is all they're gonna maybe. Make contact with the back, but don't jam it and you'll be fine.
Might have to curl this.
Okay.
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
They had to
no.
curl it. Yeah.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate for Jonathan Beuk. He picks up only a single point and will trail 4-3 going into end number 7 in this match between Jonathan Beuk and Shinya Abe. We'll be back right after this break.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsocktickets.com. Let's rock!
I've got this one. So, how was that? Wonderful. Now let's do it again.
BDO Assurance, a commitment to quality.
Shimizu.
Say that again.
Okay, we're back. Apologies, we're just trying to figure out exactly if we're saying the fourth rock thrower for the Japanese squad saying his last name right or not, whether or not it was Shimizu or Shimizu. So we'll do our best to try to make sure we got it the right way. We always do. Sometimes we still don't get it, but.
Or Shimizu.
Shimizu. Well, yeah.
Love to be correct.
Yeah, I know. It's. Ooh, that didn't really want to do that.
Yeah, getting that green stone behind the tee line favors, I think, John at this point at the end.
Yeah, you see the time there. So nobody's in. Everybody with one timeout. Both teams with a timeout left. They shouldn't have too much trouble, but they don't. You know, they have to move it along at least, so give themselves a little bit of time when they get to Skip's Rocks. But 6-5 or 6-5, 4-3 game certainly lends itself to some conversation. So
yeah.
Guys, working pretty hard on this.
Yeah, it's funny, you know, like always when I've watched Sean, I always who's sweeping the rock right now, I always thought, man, oh man, like where do you get that energy from? Because there's a lot of body parts moving, man.
Yeah, yeah. So appeal coming now for Team Abe. Time to open it up a little bit. They really need to be able to score in this end.
Yeah.
Or a blank, so and a nice double peel there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if you're Team Abe, you're looking to make sure that you score, and you'd love to score 2.
Yeah.
The 5-rock rule, I mean, certainly 3's never out of play.
No, because I scored 2 in the 7th end of my game last night and still managed to end up tied with a 1-point lead. I had the exact same situation. Went up 3 playing the last end, and well, blame it on the skip. He missed his last shot. That was me.
Attaboy.
Yeah,
Attaboy.
I had to suck it up sometimes. Anyway. All right. So another run back here for kind of in-house run back here for Team Abe. Chance here actually to double these yellows off.
Yeah, and just
We'll
leave
a
the
shooter
one.
and yeah.
Yeah, but it looks like it's a little wide out of the hand. Ooh, yeah, you didn't want to do that.
No. Yeah, interesting decision here for Beuk. I'm not sure that I know exactly.
Trying to line up the guard with the stone that's higher.
Yeah. Okay.
Well done.
Yeah.
There's so many ways to, make a double here.
Yeah.
The key is making it.
Well, yeah, for sure. So Abe's first rock here in the 7th. Gonna get a couple. Oh, the back one probably.
Oh, no, he didn't. That would have been. I don't think that would have been a bonus. I think that would have been a, kind of an expectation that you made that.
Yeah, I agree. The good news for Team Abe right now is that they have shot rock in the 4-foot, and Jonathan Beuk is guarding the rock that's out in the 8-foot. So they're still in a positive position. At some point, Beuk will probably have to end up hitting that rock on the 4-foot. It's sitting 3 and telling Abe just to go ahead and make your last shot for 1. We'll take our chances down 2 because.
Yeah. Well, and the good news is that rock is behind the tee line too. So.
Yeah.
But you'd feel a lot better if you kind of made 2 of the 3 yellows go away here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's going to do the exact same thing.
Wow.
Almost missed that the exact same way or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's not a complete miss because of goal 1 there is to get rid of the guard, get rid of the guard, but still would have been nice to pick one of those off at least on the way by. Are you a shot too early for this, Terry, or is this?
Well, you're down to two stones left.
Yeah, I know. Or are you just at this point? Let me put it another way. At this point, are you looking at 100% at trying to just force him to take one?
I would be.
Yeah.
I would be. I mean, again, down 2, coming home with the hammer. I'm still feeling okay about things.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the real question here is like, what do you think? What do you think Team Abe's doing? I mean, I would say that regardless of where this thrown stone ends up, they're going to play the double. They played it twice, missed it twice. 3 times a charm. The 3rd time's a charm. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I kind of, I like the fact that they talked about, do we roll in a little bit on the other side of the center line? What are you trying to entice him into doing?
Yeah.
Like I say, I think they're playing the double all day.
Yeah, I think that's a definite possibility. This has got to curl a lot yet. He's okay.
And then I think the question becomes, if they make the double, I mean, I guess I was going to say, if they make the double and roll out, do you guard or do you go in the rings? But I mean, that's not even a discussion.
So the early indication looked like he's thinking double.
Yeah, all day.
But not the same double. He's thinking double being the one by the broom and the one in the.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the way he kind of showed it with his broom. Now, mind you, that may not. He might be just saying we just get it going this direction. I'm not sure. He might think he also get them all if he throws this shot, but I'm not sure on that either. We'll see what he does. Probably can tell by how he calls this. He's not drawn.
No, good release though. Wow.
Yeah, that's a great shot, isn't it?
Yeah, that was Peel Wade and wow. I honestly didn't think that third one would go to make what was the kind of the natural double across the house.
I know. Well, yeah, and that's why I couldn't tell either. But I thought it looked like the way he indicated at the start. I thought he's got to be going that way. Maybe he thinks they all go. And it wasn't even worthy of a fist bump or anything when he got to the other end. So, geez, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Well, Jonathan Beuk now probably looking at a blank end if Abe gets what he wants to get out of this next shot.
Trying to roll it under. Oh, he's rolled too far.
Yeah, that's too far. That's too bad. You really would like him to throw that one. You'd like to, he probably not staying, especially after watching him throw the last shot. He threw that bomber weight as good as you could throw it, but you'd still like to make him make something here. But so Abe looks like he's going to throw it through, and now he's actually got more time left than Beuk at this point, which it's amazing how it happens. So both teams now should be fine for time. They'll have a timeout and they'll be all right. And we'll go to the last end, or potentially last end, the eighth end, with Team Abe with a 4-3 lead over Team Beuk here at the Henderson Medal Fall Classic at the YNCU Curling Club in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.
Ste.Marie Airport Development Corporation, owner and operator of the Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada Airport, is proud to support the Sioux Curlers Fall Classic and welcome all to beautiful Sault Ste. Marie. The Sault Ste. Marie Airport. Go there to get anywhere.
So we're back for end number 8, Terry. Exciting finish coming up. So we've got a couple of guards up. I think I've lost somebody here.
So Team Beuk's gonna try and muster up a steal here.
Okay, you're back, or I'm back. Are you hearing me?
I am.
Okay. No, sorry, I just didn't seem to have anybody there for a couple minutes. Yeah, it should be an exciting finish here. Sean working hard.
Yeah, I didn't see. I'm just going to make the assumption that they Team Abe threw the greenstone in the rings.
Yeah, a little odd how it might have got there. Yeah, I missed that too. It just kind of had to run out for a minute, but doesn't need to score. Team Abe just has to make sure he well, I guess he kind of needs to score one, because if he doesn't, you're going to assume Beuk's probably going to score. So,
well, I think now, I mean, Team Abe just wants to try and make sure that, you know, there's a path to the 4-foot.
Yeah.
If all else fails.
Yeah, for sure. Just remind everybody as well, we are here all weekend, right through till Monday, covering the Henderson Metal Fall Classic here in Sault Ste. Marie. Also, we'll have coverage from the Swift Current Spiel, the S3 Curling Group Stadium, Curling Stadium Series also in Swift Current. We'll have coverage as well from the Dave Jones Spiel in Halifax, Nova Scotia. So you can find at least some coverage of those and on the Curling Zone site, and enjoy the whole weekend watching curling if you like.
I think what you're saying, there's a lot of curling from coast to coast.
There is a lot of curling. There was a lot of curling last week, and there's a lot this week. So.
Mm-hmm.
Guards continue to go up for Team Beuk. Probably close to when he might make a move here. I wouldn't be surprised how many rocks we got left here.
Well, Beuk's got 3, and of course Abe's got 4. Yep.
Yeah. So let's assume he makes this peel, Terry. Are you going yet? If you're Team Beuk, are you going around the yellow?
No, not
one more
yet.
guard at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Or at least I agree with you. It doesn't make it right, I guess, but
No, Jim.
Two of us can't.
When we have an opportunity to agree,
yeah,
we're right.
Oh, okay, all right.
They're gonna have to work hard to get the green to go. They didn't. Ooh, and it's a much better guard than it was previously.
It was, and that ends our conversation about going around the yellow one. Now we got to talk
Mhm.
about coming around the green one. But so he is going to go now, though. The guard is just in a position where you can't. There's not really room to put another one behind it, so pretty much have to make the move. Patrick Jansen. Fairly well played game all the way through, I think, and it's come down to 1 point difference, and that's always nice. This is maybe a touch warm or no?
Gonna over curl, is it
Curl
not?
into my. It's almost like I think it grabbed a little something, Terry. They don't go
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah, or you just caught something that really made it move.
Now you run the green in, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But I'll tell you, that rock's not in a terrible place. If he doesn't make this, and Jonathan has to play a guard, it's not too bad. You got the guy having to draw the full 4 foot. You'd like it to have to be more, but
Well, I mean, if you hit that yellow and just stay there, I mean.
oh, good. Yeah. Game over. Pretty close. Got to hit the. Oh, you mean if you just play the straight hit on the yellow?
Yeah,
I suppose
yeah.
I wouldn't have been against that. It's close.
Oh, it's good.
Wow. I thought that's what you meant. Hit it like that and stay right there.
Yeah, yeah.
I tell you, that was a pretty nice shot, though. That's some nice peels there. Nice job getting rid of rocks that were a problem. Jonathan Beuk with not much to work with here.
Yeah, not great.
No.
That was a really good shot. I mean, I think that the temptation would have been to just try and hit the yellow rock that was shot.
Yep.
And take your chances, but I think that's a little bit more not only really a lot of confidence in knowing the ice, but in the ability of the thrower as well to call that shot.
Yeah. Yeah, and also the confidence knowing that you're fine. If you don't make it, you're going to have to draw the 4 foot or something, and you're okay with that. So Jonathan Beuk now playing around the corner. He'll try to get a solid number 2 here, something that maybe Abe can't remove, and then kind of deal with it later. He recognizing the fact he's probably not going to be able to get one nicely behind the guard right now, so he has to take whatever he can get. And this is actually going to be pretty good, I think.
Might bounce off.
Yeah.
No. It's actually it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Now I think your choice is: do you run the guard in, or do you just play the straight, board weight shot?
Well, I think if I was capable of throwing it solid, then I think I would go at this I personally would go at this with some weight. Just hit half or 2/3 of that yellow. Half would be enough, and it would go out if you're throwing weight at it, right? I think, but I don't think I'd finesse it. I guess what I'm saying, I don't think I'd do anything real finessey, because I feel like if I did that, I didn't quite, I hit it a little too thin or something. It maybe just bounces into the 4 foot, and all of a sudden I have a harder shot than I need to have. So.
Well, I mean, I guess, I guess I might not try and throw a rocket down there. I'd be content with, just a control weight hit.
Yeah.
I think the key is making the yellow go away.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if for hypothetical purposes you tick the green, I mean, John has to remove, your green rock, and down to.
Oh, he's okay. He's in a timeout right now.
Oh, is he? Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I say I'd throw a rocket. I wouldn't personally, because I don't have that shot, but I think if I had it, then I think I'd play it. But he's not going at it that way anyway. He's going at it with something like in a what looks like control weight or something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
be like a 10.5 or something, and the people talk that way.
Yeah,
Anyway, he's threw it perfect, so he's good.
Yeah.
He's just played really well. You know what? He's thrown
Yeah, I know
really nicely the last half of this game.
Because I think really, I mean, John has to play the double because you can't get shot if you hit the shot rock. You can't get shot if you hit the other one. I mean, so you pretty much have to make the double, and it's now how much weight can you throw to get the roll in behind and make the double?
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty, pretty hard shot. And I mean, if you're Team Abe, I mean, you're thinking, well, I'm going to have, a draw regardless that, isn't going to require me to draw the pin.
No, he's going to have, he's going to have probably what draw to full 8 foot.
Full 8 foot. Yeah, I mean,
well, not at most. It would be certainly full 8 foot, but
Yeah,
that's
full
all. Like it won't have to get anywhere close to the 4 foot if Jonathan makes it good, and if he doesn't make it good, then he's going to have a wide open hit to win the game. So
yeah,
or
not even have to
right
throw,
now. Yeah, exactly.
Or even not have to throw his last draw.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to be mean, but yeah, he might not have to throw it at all. So.
Yeah, because I think John has to throw some weight at this to.
Yeah, I do too, because he's
get the roll and have enough to push both greens at, well, not both, but the one that is shot rock. I think he's going to have to get enough of it to push it all the way out. So.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, at least make sure it's not shot rock.
So Jonathan Beuk with his final stone here in the 8th end, trying to find a way to score 1 point and tie this game up. So that's solid weight. Doesn't have big weight, but might over curl.
Yeah.
Where are we at? Oh,
yeah.
No, maybe
Gonna
not.
be
Might
close.
be okay. No, he's not going to get it. So a good effort for Jonathan Beuk. Pretty good game, Terry. I think overall, final score 5-3, and I think Abe probably deserving of the win here.
I think he made kind of that extra shot. I remember the kind of triple that he made, and that turned the whole end around, and I think Jonathan's miss in at the end that they scored 3. I mean, those were 2 critical shots from my point of view, but I think overall, like you said, I think Team Abe is not only deserving, but I think they made that 1 extra shot that counts for the 1 extra point.
Yeah, for sure. So a final reminder to everybody that if you're watching and you enjoy watching the curling on Curling Stadium, to please like and subscribe to our channel. It'll help us out ultimately, which also helps you out because you'll get to watch more and more curling online with us. And for myself, Jim Nix, for Terry Corbin, and for Kaylee on production, we will say goodbye from now from the Henderson Metal Fall Classic, presented by Kioti Tractor Dealers of Ontario, from the YNCU Curling Club. We'll see you the next time.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.